Black man, 400 years, black man, 400 documented years, you have been the white man's bitch. His slave, his property, he pimped you. And now that you have your freedom, you don't know what to do. Yet I read and I see in the news and I hear in the news about what is becoming a literal race war out in Los Angeles between the Mexicans and the confused black bitches. Because that's what you are, black man. Because you haven't done anything to stop being a bitch. You've made no bold declarations and you have not united with me here on the internet, the World Wide Web, like I told you to. Okay? And I've looked at many of your videos and you want to chit-chat with the black woman, although I've told you that you're a product of the black feminist woman. You are the Frankenstein monster that she's made. Just the other day at a store, I was taking someone to a computer store and they wanted to stop at the grocery store, and while I was walking into the store, there was a black mother coming out of the store and she was screaming at her own son loudly. And I see this all the time. So that's why you are intimidated by black women. Okay? Feminism is witchcraft and it's designed to keep you a bitch. And you gangster rappers with your ignorance and your sagging pants, you gangster rapper mama's boys, you can't export that madness. That's why the Mexicans are blasting your ass. Yes, they're not afraid of you. Every race that comes to this country, they put you in your place, black man. And now that you have a black president, you still don't know what to do. You don't recognize genius because you want the Wizard of Oz to give you your brains, your heart, and your courage. Huh? Just like in the Wizard of Oz. And of course, the black woman is like the lost little girl in the Wizard of Oz, trapped in the feminist witch's castle, because she doesn't want to be at home. See, black woman, you don't want to be at home. I just saw a video earlier today by some black woman. I forgot her name, and I'm not going to even mention her name, but she's made some videos denouncing housewives. She's made some videos denouncing housewives and saying that to be a housewife is oppressive and to be at home and wear the apron is oppressive. Yet the point is, what have black women done since she joined feminism? She can't give an accounting. Black women don't want to be scrutinized nor criticized for anything. There's an old saying, the captain goes down with the ship. In other words, when you understand what that term means, the captain goes down with the ship. It means the captain is responsible for everything that goes on that ship, both good and bad. And that he is supposed to do anything to keep that ship afloat. And he's supposed to be responsible for everything that works and doesn't work on his ship. And he's supposed to go down with his ship symbolically, as a symbolic gesture, also literally, trying to save and make sure that everyone is off of that ship. And that he is responsible for that ship's demise and dysfunction. So black woman, you don't understand any of the basics of leadership. And the most basic aspect of leadership is that you are held accountable. You are scrutinized and you are criticized. Just like you get a medal of honor for bravery and other acts of valor and heroism. Okay? Men, we've all heard of war stories. My father fought in World War II. We've all heard the war stories of soldiers who would do what? Throw themselves on a grenade. That's what men do, woman. And you have failed to do it yourself, and you have failed to understand the importance of that, and you have failed to cultivate it in your own sons. So instead, we got these gangster rapper mama's boys that you've raised. That's what you've raised. Gangster rapper mama's boys that, like I said, the Mexicans out in LA are blasting these mama's boys. And not only that, as I understand the news reports, the Mexicans, they're shooting innocent black people. They flash some gang signs and start to shoot and blast. because they got a Hispanic mayor. And you know, the Mexicans, their attitude is that they're taking over and that this was their country, blah, blah, blah. They don't want to learn English, blah, blah, blah. But the point is, black man, you walking around with a target. Everybody sees you being a target because that's what you have been for hundreds of years. A bitch! Yeah, you know what a bitch is. You're walking around with your pants sagging. And last but not least, it's no coincidence that when you take the word sagging and spell it backwards, what does it spell? Niggas. And you think that's a coincidence? I think God's trying to tell you something. I think God is trying to tell us all something. That it's time for you to stand up, man up, and pull your pants up.
We declare our rank on this earth to be a man, 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 to be a human being, to be respected as a